Salut pour tous et bienvenue dans le programme Planète Équitable avec Eder Zanetti. We finally reached the last country on our trip around global forests. New Zealand is a country that has the latest history of human occupation amongst countries, one of the latest. The occupation of the country started around 1,000 years ago by the Hawaii that uses canoes to enter the country. Later on 1280, they were visited by a Dutch sailor and then annexed to the England Empire later on. The history of forestry in New Zealand is attached to the history of man. Maori tradition says that when the Creator put the man into the planet, it also put the forests so they can always be together. So they were created at the same time. And the forests were created by separating the Mother Earth and the Father Sky. That was the origin of the forests. Nowadays, forests in New Zealand cover close to 50% of the country. Used to be 85. It has around 10 million hectares of forest, 4 million native, 4 million other kinds of vegetation, and 2 million forest plantations. Those forest plantations made up especially from pine, and they already answer for 99% of all industrial timber produced in the country. It answers for the employment of something like 30,000 New Zealanders and has an overturn of around 5 billion New Zealand dollars per year. It is not a significant sector for the world economy, close to 1% of the timber production, and it answers for something like 10% of the gross domestic product of the country. So here they are, all the forests in the planet, all the management system. Oh, I forgot to say, management in the native forests, low intensity resulting in infectious disease, especially leptospirosis. Well, now we have the full scenario of all global forests and how they are managed. Next week we will be talking about forest management in the Brazilian Amazon and how this incorporated or not, what has been developed in the forestry science all around the globe. That's what we've been studying for in order to bring solutions to the Amazon region, and that's what we'll be talking about in the next week. Let God's peace and the love that builds be our weapons on our daily struggle for justice. Eder Zanetti pour toutes mes amis africains.